Ousmane Dembélé scored a hat-trick before the 33rd minute. Norway had no answer. France didn't just win. They sent a message to the entire tournament. Welcome back to WorldGoals. Today we're arguing one big thesis. As France aren't just good, they're genuinely dangerous. We'll cover the hat trick nobody expected, the stat that exposes Norway completely, and what this scoreline means for the knockouts. 7 minutes. That's all it took. Dembele scores in the 7th minute, and Norway are already chasing the game. But here's the thing. That goal wasn't a fluke. It was a symptom of a much deeper problem for Norway. France came into this match with a clear plan. Press high, move the ball fast, attack the space behind Norway's defensive line. And it worked immediately. Norway's shape looked organized on paper. In practice, it had gaps you could drive a truck through. Then the 20th minute arrives. Dembele again. 2 goals in 13 minutes, and the game is effectively over. Norway pull one back through Asgard in the 21st. A brief moment of hope, a crowd coming alive. But France don't panic. They don't change. They just keep doing exactly what they were doing. Because this French squad has seen moments like this 100 times. They've been here before. They know exactly how this story ends. And the worst part for Norway? The worst was still coming. Let's talk about the numbers. Because the numbers are brutal. Norway managed 4 shots on target. France had 8. That's a 4. 8 split in a match. Norway needed to win to stay alive in the group. 4 shots on target. In a World Cup group stage game where you're chasing a result. That tells you everything about how completely France suffocated them. When Dembele completes his hat-trick in the 32nd minute, before most people have even finished their first coffee, you have to ask a serious question. Was Norway ever actually equipped to play at this level? And here's what nobody is saying loudly enough. This wasn't Dembele having a miracle game against a world-class opponent. This was Dembele having a good game against a side that couldn't handle the pace, the movement, or the width of a properly coached France side. There's a huge difference. The hat trick is the story. But the real story is how Norway made France look even better than they are. By refusing to adapt, by sitting too deep at the wrong moments, and by having almost nothing going forward when it mattered most. But then comes the question that really matters. What does this mean for France going forward? Here's the take that will age well. This performance from France was a warning shot aimed at every side left in this tournament. Not because the opposition was elite, they weren't, but because of how France destroyed them. Clinical, relentless, ruthless before halftime. Elite teams don't just win games like this. They make winning look boring. And that's exactly what France did at Gillette Stadium. The final score, 4-1, flatters Norway. The XG probably flatters Norway. The shot count flatters Norway. France cruised through the second half, managing the game with the kind of composure you only see from sides that genuinely believe they're going to win the tournament. Dembele ends this group stage with a hat trick and his name all over the headlines. But watch this France team collectively. It's so the movement, the structure, the intelligence in how they press and transition. That's what should scare the rest of the World Cup. Norway, meanwhile, exits the group stage having shown moments. Asgard's goal is real quality. But ultimately proving they weren't ready for this stage. Not yet. France, on the other hand, they might just be getting started. So here's the debate. Is Dembele France's most important player at this World Cup? Or is this team bigger than any individual? Drop your take in the comments. Share this with any France fan you know, and subscribe to WorldGoals for the sharpest World Cup 2026 analysis on YouTube.